This week we're going to try something new, and that's the newly featured Rivals Logitech McLaren G Challenge bonus stage. That's going to be in St. Petersburg, Florida, across the full Sunset Peninsula lap. As you can see here, I didn't score any times because I just wanted to try this new and fresh. The car we're going to take along today is going to be the one and only 1997 McLaren F1 GT. So let's see how this goes. Into lap 1, I didn't know where the first entry was because I couldn't see the minimap on the bottom left, and that's why I smashed into the barrier head first. After resolving the paper towel roll issue, I still kept struggling through the first turn. Having severely damaged the car, I thought why not take things much slower so I could get an idea about how the whole track is, and then bit by bit get to go faster along the track. Here I had so much speed I almost understeered off the track, but I managed to clean things up. Now I'm still way slower than the usual into the upcoming chicane, and yet still managed to understeer and almost smashed into the barrier. Braking very early here and understeering yet again, but luckily I didn't go off the track as the rival did there. How unfortunate. Not much drama here, still way under speed. I couldn't clearly see where the track limits are in the upcoming turn, thus braking early and trying to follow the ghost through this turn. Not much drama happening here, although understeering a bit. You can see I'm taking mental notes about the gears that I should follow through next time around the track. For some reason the rival just braked so much there, so I luckily beat him. Onto the carousel and marking the end of the lap. Across the finish line into the next lap, I thought I'd take things faster than the last lap and screwed my gearings there, so I had a bit of a moment. Screwed my braking there, so I went off track, but I decided to continue. And I shouldn't have decided to continue. After restarting the lap, I successfully made it past the first entry in the correct gearing and did much better on the braking there. Didn't understeer much, although my apex was very early, and got through the whole corner without much drama. Too fast into the chicane, I didn't tap the brakes, and so I collided into the barrier. Although here I did better braking much, but at least I didn't almost go off the track. Couldn't really see still the track limits there, so I just messed up the corner, went off the track, couldn't control my car, and had enough. Through the next couple of laps, I just couldn't make it through the first entry again. "36 minutes later, and I'm going to have the cleanest stint of the week. Getting past the last corners, actually, after restarting the lap, single-handedly onto the carousel. You could say I had some confidence there, although my confidence was negative relative to the first 15 laps. Now, holding the steering wheel with both hands, I get past the first entry, nailing the braking zone right over here, getting a good turn in first gear, somewhat drifting through there but still using it to my advantage for a clean exit, and way faster through this chicane, not colliding with the barrier, skillfully controlling the car, braking a little actually braking good right there, a moderate braking zone, you could say the Goldilocks braking zone, right over here way faster, making use of the track limits. Now familiar with the track limits, I braked so I wouldn't understeer off the track, although I did understeer a lot there due to a late apex. Not the best through these two turns or this chicane. Pretty much flat out over here. Onto the last turns, 14 and 15, in second gear instead of third gear. For some reason, braking too much there, perhaps I was going to go off the track, and back to single-handedly manhandling the steering wheel throughout the carousel. And there you have it. I'll see you next time.